So today is December 27th, and not a whole lot has been going on because of the holidays and that sort of thing. But I did finish cutting out all the various shapes that I need over there, and I stacked them up against the wall, theoretically in the order that I will need them in. So that I don't have to restack and reshuffle things quite so much. But we'll see if that turns out to be the case or not. So, and then what I also did was glue these pieces together. So these are these two pieces here are the two half section pieces of the keel. And these two pieces, there's one stacked on the top of the other, are the two forward section pieces of the keel. And I figured I could do these together right now, basically, so there's this puzzle joint, or finger joint rather, and I coated them with epoxy, and then some cotton fiber, filled the joints in a little bit more, put plastic over the top, put a piece of wood on the top and weight on top of that to basically sandwich it, so they've got a nice joint here. The same thing with this one over here. I had a bunch of weights on top of that earlier. I just took them off. So yeah, that's all set. Then the next thing that will happen after I just sort of sand these down and clean these up a little bit is to I'll put one of these sets away off to the side, and then open the other one up so like it's a book matched set, and then coat the what will be the inside with epoxy and fiberglass. I think I'm going to use 6-ounce fiberglass cloth on this part, and coat those up, and I'll support the ends a little bit. I might have to do it a few different places, but to give approximately the curve that these pieces will have, just so that they have a tendency to curve about the right way. And then once that's done, I'll set them up, tilt them up vertically like this and like this, and clamp the ends together, and start to put some little bulkhead type things in there to get them into the right shape. And then I'll be adding stringers and things to them to help hold them there like that. But that's where it's at for now. I have quite a few. I've got about 6 pieces of plywood left over there that I didn't use, and there's some other plywood offcuts and stuff underneath this. Turns out I have a little roof leak. We had a torrential rain a week or so ago, so I have a little roof leak there, and until I figure out whether that was a one-time thing or whether it's going to be something I need to address, I just threw a cover over that. But I've got the offcuts that are under here, and those ones that are leaning against the door over there, that will probably supply a lot of the little extra pieces I need between, like, say, for example, the floor and the bottom of the boat and that sort of thing, or the deck and the bottom of the boat, various other things. So I may not even need these 5 or 6 sheets here, so we'll see if that turns out to be the case, in which case I'll have a list for anybody who wants with how much material I actually used. I know I will need to be ordering more epoxy. I've got this mass epoxy, which I've never used before. I've always used West System stuff. You can see my little West System dispenser back there, and I use the West System on these joints here, but I want to try this material out to see how it works. It'd be really, really lovely not to have an amine blush kind of thing that I get with that everybody gets with the West System material, especially when it's humid out. So if this works out really well, that'll save a lot of sanding and wiping down to remove all of that amine off of that, which will make coating these things much, much faster and easier. And then adding the stringers and the other bits to it, I won't have to keep sanding in between. So anyway, so that's the thinking there. And yeah, when I get something else going that's worth looking at, I'll take another video.